Alright, so most of you might remember how I used to make my games using Unreal Engine. Well, now I'm actually going to be switching to Construct. And if you're wondering why, let me briefly explain it to you. So basically, the reason is that Unreal Engine's made for these big AAA quality, photorealistic graphics, open world games, that kind of thing. However, I'm not a AAA studio. I'm an indie developer. And I make 2D games using Paper 2D, which for a 3D game, since Unreal Engine's main focus is 3D, there's not much in Paper 2D to do. However, Construct is more focused on 2D. I mean, it's an entirely 2D game engine. But if you want an even more brief explanation, here you go.
Well, I brought this because I like it.
Well, hang on, you've just...
No, I like it. This is brilliant, but I like this.
Yeah, there you go. There's a very blunt and brief explanation. Now on with the devlog. Alright, so the first thing I did when I actually got Construct was make a practice game. And I used this little sprite pack by this guy called Vimlark. Some of you may have heard of him. But yeah, I basically just made this practice game to, get a little used to the engine. And I'll show you guys here. So as you can see, we got a basic little alien character from the sprite pack. I, had basic movement animations, mechanics. I even kind of messed with the gravity a bit, and now it kind of looks like he's in space, which makes sense. I mean, he is an alien. But yeah, pretty much. And I also made it so when you press the E key, well, this happens, as you're about to see. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing with my life either. But anyways, now on to the actual game you came to see. So this is the first thing I set up, which was just basic movement mechanics and collision boxes. So as you can see, I made a purple collision box for the player and also the platform. So I moved it a bit so it looks like he's standing in the middle of the platform. So as you can see, just basic player movement mechanics and all that good stuff. So yeah, just basic level stuff. And then I also made the death screen. So, this is like all the stuff for the death screen. So, as you can see, the little envelope enemies for this game. I don't know why I made a game about packages. Don't question that part. I'll just keep explaining. But, yeah, so of course, I thought it'd be nice and cheeky to have delivery failed instead of like game over or anything like that. Because, I mean, it's a game about packages. I feel like delivery failed feels a lot more fitting. And, of course, now, as you can see, we got, this button unclicked, restart game. It's super simple stuff. I also added this death box on the bottom, where basically if you fall in it, the death screen pops up. So now, of course, if you fall off the map, you die, instead of just falling to infinity off camera. So yeah, there you go. Basic player collision and death screen systems. And of course, after that, I also added these little blue little rectangles. Well, those are actually so the enemies will move back and forth on the platform. So it was actually very basic setup, and as you can see here, now the player, when the enemy hits one box, it starts moving the other way. When it hits the other box, it moves the other way, creating the effect of platform patrol. And of course, the actual player doesn't actually get affected by these boxes, so that way it just looks like the enemies are just moving back and forth. So yeah, just very basic, super simple stuff. And of course, now I'm about to show you here, if you could see. So on this event sheet, I actually added WASD controls as well as controller input. Controller input's a little buggy, so I wouldn't use that if I were you. But yeah, I did manage to implement WASD controls, so you can play with WASD, but you can also play with arrow keys. I also made this little, menu screen, as well as a little button to turn off the god-awful music, because all my games have god-awful music. So I thought there needed to be something to turn that off. I made this really dumb opening cutscene of just some guy throwing some packages, and, I don't know what the point of that was. But yeah, there you go. So very basic little, I also had level transitions. And yeah, it was pretty much the whole game. It was actually super simple, got set up in a day. So yeah, if you enjoyed this devlog, leave a like and subscribe. I'm also thinking of bringing back the GTA skits, so stay tuned for that. Also, we now have a subreddit, so links to that are in the description if you want to go check that out. And also, while you're down there, go check out the Discord server as well. The links to both of those are in the description. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video.